Alright, what's this place called? Where are we? There it is. Belyandow Crossing. Get fuel. About 300 k's. 300 k's north of Emerald. 200 k's south of Charters Towers. Accommodation here, camping, cabins, food, fuel, pub, beer, whatever you need. Have a nice day. Well, it's actually about time we saw some roadworks, and it's gone on for a few k's now. Not that there's many people working, a lot of people with traffic control, lunch breaks and all that, but at least we're seeing some roadworks, because the sealed roads we've driven on in the last 2.5 days, about the worst blacktop roads I've ever driven on. What do you reckon?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so rubbish roads, and give you a bit more of a report on those. I'd be avoiding them even if I had a caravan. Trucks, caravans coming together, narrow roads, edges gone. There's been some rain obviously lately, there's a lot of water sitting around, but the roads are just absolute rubbish, you know, you're bouncing around all over the joint. Yeah, I wouldn't like to be towing something, especially the caravan swinging around a bit as one of those road trains comes the other way, swinging around a little bit all at the same time. Yeah, definitely very dangerous roads. Well, this road seems to have come back to pretty much normal standard of what a sealed road should be, I think. Probably the last 300 k's roughly. So Charters Towers in 12 k's. So the last 300's been, you know, normal, good sealed road, what you'd expect. Just to rewind a little bit. Yeah, this is really good, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, compared to the last couple of days when I'd done 5,000 steps and I was sitting on my butt in the car. Today,
how do you do 5,000 steps by lunchtime? It's a rubbish road.
And then today, my watch is telling me to move now because it's nice.
Telling you to move because the road's too smooth.
Yeah.
Been sitting still too long. Yeah. Does it tell you how long you've been sitting still for?
No,
not really.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so the road report. So leaving Melbourne, we've been up the Newell Highway. I've been up and down hundreds of times. And 40 years ago, 30 years ago, there was always roadworks. They're always working on it, making it better. I haven't seen roadworks there, I reckon, for 20 years. And it's just got worse and worse. But the Newell Highway was actually really good compared to what we encountered when we turned off at Gilgandra, headed towards Coonamble. Because that's where the rough stuff started, and that's where all the 5,000 steps in half a day started. So pretty rough road, edges gone, so you got to sort of drive near the centre line, and then when something oncoming you got to move it over a little bit, that sort of thing. And as we went, a couple of places it was a bit better. You think, oh yeah, this is getting better, and it didn't last long. So it was mainly just sort of went downhill. It was only for the last couple of hours yesterday. That was not yesterday. That was day one. So the day before yesterday, and then of course when we headed off yesterday morning, we were straight into the rough stuff. And I think that's where you got 5,000 steps before lunchtime, even. Yeah.
Well, I did over 13,000 steps.
13,000 steps sitting in the car. Beautiful. So that's how rough the road is. It's absolutely rubbish. It's dangerous. What's it called? What was it called? The Inland Way or whatever. The Gregory eventually. What was it called before that?
Coonamble Highway or the Coonamble.
Yeah, no, it was something else. What was the name? Carnarvon or whatever. Yeah, that was it, wasn't it?
The Carnarvon
Anyway,
Highway,
whatever it is, the route from Coonamble through Roma up to Emerald, all complete rubbish road. Just the worst sealed roads I've ever driven on. I've got to say, there's only a few dirt roads that are worse than that kind of road. A lot of dirt roads I've driven on, much better than that, and I'd pick a dirt road any day. So I certainly wouldn't want to take my caravan or anything I value other than a Toyota with some good suspension on those roads. In my opinion, rubbish and dangerous, so just be careful of that. That's my road report. There is one area there, when was that you couldn't get the truck over 3 metres? What was it? Was that yesterday? About afternoon?
2/3 of the way.
So it must have been 200 or 300 k's before south of Emerald. They're doing some, obviously the water, they're doing some bridge
Just
works.
after Rollston,
Yeah, that's it. South of Rollston, 50 k's, 100 k's, whatever it is. Maximum 3 metres, whatever. There's trucks getting turned around. So it's a bit of a mess down there, a few roadworks, but not too much roadworks, which is why the road's rubbish. It's an absolute disgrace in my opinion. RTA, Queensland Transport, whatever you are in Queensland, really need to find some workers. I get it, it's hard to find workers and get people to work on these things. we were busy working in the mines, mate, making the big dollars, so can't get anyone to work on the roads anymore. Anyway, that's our road report. And Queensland weather, beautiful one day, not so good the next. It was just drizzling a minute ago. It's obviously warmer, but don't expect sunny blue skies when you go to Queensland, because everybody we know up in Queensland tells us, mate, it's terrible, it's rubbish weather. So there you go. You can see it in the sky, you hear it from the people that live here, and you can come and experience it yourself if you like, but it's certainly a good way to get away from the cold of Melbourne in winter, because that is much worse. Anyway, that's a video. We'll have some more videos for you. If you don't want to miss it, subscribe, turn the bell on. That's just a bit of a road report. It is a much shorter way to go straight up the centre, the inland way, if you're going direct south to get warm. But I'll tell you what, those roads, absolutely rotten.